welcome back everybody for the SDL Season 2 recaps. We're going over the Week 3 recaps with our man Steering over here. Steering, how are you doing?
Not too bad, not too bad. How are you?
I'm doing alright. Steering over here definitely has some insurgents expertise. So it's
I've
gonna,
dabbled.
oh, dabble perhaps, but it's gonna
I've
be nice
dabbled.
to have somebody that is definitely well versed in it that will be able to do some top tier analysis and all
You're
that.
putting all this pressure on me. Goddamn.
Well, get ready.
I.
The stage
All
is
right.
set for you. Alrighty, so
Fair
let's,
enough.
as always, let's go ahead and look at the leaderboard right now. Um, I'll go ahead, Steering, if you want to make any comments that you see or anything that sticks out to you.
Sure. I think the big thing for me, obviously, you see the team with two mega melodics on top right now.
That's crazy.
Um,
Unexpected, really.
here, here's a little thing for everybody into that. Little taunt encore Rocky helmet goes a long way into those teams. Just because, I mean, dealing with the flip turn spams, the prism armor, the uh, just the bulk in general definitely helps to break it down because I imagine I haven't watched all the games obviously with the Mega Melodics involved, but when I see 6018, I can see that the disruption that's needed to break down Milo probably isn't being used to its fullest effect.
Yeah, I think I think
Um,
I think for all those games, I'll step in here real quick. I think for all those
yeah,
games,
go ahead.
it's funny because you'll see the gamers united on the back foot, and it'll be like three mons to five or something like that against them, and then it's like as soon as that Milotic hits the field, it's kind of like, well, there's that. It's just that it's been an immovable force
Right.
this whole
It's the
season,
immovable objects.
honestly.
Yeah, you really got to taunt it, toxic it, whatever kind of status or disruption you can throw at it. Because you're not going to raw break that thing unless you have Ruin Growth specifically.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, I see you guys doing pretty well. The 5-1
Should be six
ain't
and
too
zero
bad.
if my teammate week one decided to click flamethrower, but
It happens. It definitely happens.
yeah.
I mean, those are the major things I see.
All right. So out of curiosity, I know I think have you guys played against the Void Radiants yet? Oh wait, you just played them last week. You just played them this week,
We
actually.
did. Yes,
Yeah,
we
you
did just
played
play
them
them.
this week. So them being at 0-6, is that a little bit shocking to you, or
Again, I sort of don't know a lot of the players coming into it,
fair enough?
right? From at least GDP and I's games, like feeling that out. Unfortunately, no, I'm not super shocked. I feel like my game, at least, it was a three. I mean, I don't think it's getting showed here, so it was a 3-0. But it could have easily been a lot more if it weren't for a little bit of a tragic crit. And I mean, GDP did get a 6-0. So running through that and like being there, playing it, and talking to GDP about it, it didn't feel that difficult to win that.
Fair enough.
I'll be
Fair
honest.
enough. I mean, I will say for both 0-6 teams, and I would even put some pressure on Trick Room Services and Jake the Fat Man team, with even technically Jamestown Billies or really anyone below fifth. I mean, I definitely see any of them. It's not too late.
Fifth and below, yeah. No, for sure. I mean, we're only, what, 3 weeks in now. Anyone can make that climb back up, and anyone can prove anyone wrong.
Yeah, I will say
Boys Radius
technically.
can absolutely just say, "Oh, I'm wrong."
Yeah, I will say technically Jamestown Billies, they actually uh, Ty the guy actually won his match, but ended up getting a forfeit loss due to totally bringing a wrong mon that he never had, that he accidentally put on his prep doc. That was an illegal transaction during Greece, so that was fun to see.
That's unfortunate.
Had to give a shout out to him. But yeah, I definitely think 3 weeks in, I definitely think there are a few teams that kind of have separated them as kind of the head runners, but I definitely want to see some of these lower teams definitely
For sure.
putting some pressure on these guys.
And I think a lot of these lower teams may also start to climb up as they get used to the format
Yeah,
because
I mean, I
like
will say
our,
the coast to coast Drapa goats. They started the season. I think they were last or either ninth, and they're already up to fifth. They
yep,
already have a positive differential, so that's definitely
yeah,
been fun to see. All right, let's go
very
ahead
very
and
solid.
look at the kill leaderboards. Um, I hate just sitting here looking at both Mega Milotics up there.
That too.
Oh.
That is painful.
Quick
Look,
analysis.
you know
if
what?
you
At
would
least
go
Mola
for it.
isn't on here.
Yes. At least Mola
Big
is
time.
not on here. You are right.
We gotta look at the little sweet things in life, you know?
Yeah, I will say 3 weeks in now, we are the first 2 weeks we kind of had the same mons kind of being shown on both sides. But I will say it's kind of nice to see. I mean, besides your Mega Milotics, I think those are the only two mons that show up. Oh,
Like a
Mega Stunfisk. Mega Stunfisk there as well. But besides that, those are the only two mons that are actually appearing on both.
which
It
is, I mean,
seems
that's
like
great
they're
to see.
yeah, we're
Oh, Hoop on Bounds. Hoop on Bounds on both. Do Hoop.
Oh yeah, he's all the way up at number 1. Yeah, that actually is true. Yeah, I mean,
I didn't see the 7th for.
yeah,
Serathim.
I didn't either. I did not either. The extra drill being 6-1, that's been
Yeah.
Mark has been piloting that pretty well too.
Good old Sand Team. There are a few things that obviously shocked. I didn't know my Regirock was 5-1. By the way, I had no idea that mod isn't supposed to get kills.
I think that's a classic example of it hasn't been able to be removed. So it's kind of like the more it's out, the longer it's out there.
And I mean, also the aggron from Gamertag is a little bit shocking me because that mod's not necessarily known to be offensive with Heatran typing and such.
Yeah.
More of a supportive or defensive mod, and that's been picking up quite a few kills.
Yeah, and I'm surprised.
Nothing from Delta is super surprising though.
Yeah. It's still funny that I didn't even bring my Haxorus last week, and it's still number 1.
I mean, when you get 9 kills in 2 games, it's gonna be somewhere up there.
Yeah, I am surprised though. With arguably Darkrai is the best mon on the board. It's kind of surprising where it's not even shown on Delta, and it's actually, it's yours in Mega, and it's 4-2, so it's not like it hasn't had that much kills.
So I can't explain that.
Oh.
It's one of those cases where when you have so many different weapons on the same team, not all of them get the chance to shine the way they need to.
Fair enough.
And so they all kind of start to share the spotlight. Like, because Ruin Gross is one of the top mons in the format. Delta Meloetta is one of the top mons there. Delta Arcanine's on my team, too. All those mons also want to be getting that little piece of the pie.
Yeah.
And so Darkrai then misses out on some of those kills.
Yeah, absolutely fair enough, yeah.
That's, the way I generally see it with that.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. All right, let's go over some awards here real quick. Let's see, for a Mega Division, which we will, as always, go over some of the replays, which a lot of these mods will be shown during those replays that we'll be able to see here shortly. But we have, for Mega Division, we have the top dog MVP is Gamertag's Ferrothorn, gotta love Stall. Underdog for Mega is Gekko Steela, which had a very interesting game style with
A fun game style.
Oh, absolutely,
Game
absolutely.
style.
Which is why it ended up being your favorite, which would definitely let you talk about that during the replay. Our defensive mon is your Corviknight, and actually your Corviknight got it as it was just it was early game. It was really your defensive backbone to really be able to let your team crack that late game. You were able to just constantly go to it, and some of the attacks it was living was actually quite nuts.
That's Corviknight.
Yeah, definition of Corviknight, exactly. A Tiny Dog will be Miss Curry's Delta Chandelure that end up just getting slapped this week. I don't think we have the replay for that, but that definitely just got an unfortunate and unexpected ending this week. And that, as we said already, the Mega's code dog is going to be Gekko Steela, which, as I said already,
know it would also be the underdog.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Hey, man. Alright, in Delta Division, we have Matt's Tapu Lele, which we have that replay. We'll be able to look at that. Gamer Found's Delta Fungus was the unlikely hero. I really wanted to show that replay, but I can't hype up the Gamers United too much. I really can't. I would have. It was really fun, but long story short, Delta Fungus was actually able to get 2 kills, and I believe it killed a Darkrai, and I don't remember what the other one, but it was two really offensive
I wouldn't
monsters.
be killing my Darkrai. I'm gonna say that real quick.
But it definitely put in some work, and it was those kills it had was surprising.
Oh, it wasn't a Darkrai, I don't think.
I genuinely don't remember. I just know it was two of
That's all I know.
it was two of the stronger mons that ended up getting.
Because I know the Darkrai was on Seraphim's team.
Oh no, that is true. So I don't remember.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll have to watch the replay. I damn don't remember.
Who knows?
Maybe we'll just watch the beginning. Maybe. Who knows? Okay. The defensive mon was Mark's Petrunt. This was Mark's first team with his first week with his new team. Definitely showed the defensive capabilities of his new updated team. Petrunt was a big staple of that for his week 3 match. Serathim's Weavile is the unfortunate tiny dog of the week. We do have that replay, and we would definitely see why. And then Prince's Mega Delta Typhlosion is your favorite steering. I believe we will be watching that game, so we should have both of those games. So you can definitely talk about them when we
I'll
get
explain
into them.
that. Yeah. Also, to go back, so we don't have to watch Gamer Not Found's game. It was a Hoopa Delta and a Scyther Delta.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Yeah, there you go.
Saving us all time here.
we can't blow up too much smoke up there anyway, so we'll just
Gamertag is Team 2 performance.
Yeah, we'll just leave it like that. We'll just leave it like that. All right, and then looking back at the leaderboards, we got everyone throwing up. The only common we've had is my Haxorus being MVP. Everything else we've seen different mons getting all these rewards, so it's definitely going to be fun moving forward. As hopefully we keep getting different mons, and it's not the same mons over and over and over.
Yeah, my Mellow had no bite. Fair enough. I respect it.
I was week 1, dog. I don't know what to
I respect it. I respect it.
All right.
I won the week, but I respect it.
Exactly. There you go. All right, let's get into some of these replays and see what we got working here.
Let's do it.
Alrighty, and we are back. We're going to first look at the MVP of Mega Division, which is going to be Gamertag. Let's go ahead and watch this against his matchup against Mizuri. If ever you have any comments, Darren, go ahead and just let me know. We'll go ahead and pause it and go ahead and talk about it, and let's just break down this replay. Leading Mega Milotic is pretty, is not right.
You tend to, we see it.
Yeah,
it's a relatively safe one just because of the flip turn plays, right?
And this is why Ferrothorn was just, it just did not die, unfortunately.
Yeah. I'm curious as to what the item on the Chandelier would have been here.
Oh yeah, we do watch the replay, so we do get to watch Delta Chandelier. I remember why. This is why. So unfortunately, actually, in the post game chat, we got to listen to Gamertag and Mizuri, and Mizuri was kind of flabbergasted at this exact play, and this exact play is why Mizuri Kips got the what's it all bark no bite. This exact play right here, and I'm just gonna play it and then pause it at the end, and I just want your reaction right here.
Okay. Yeah, that's a lot of balls. That's a lot of balls from Gamertag. At the same time, I look back through that game and I don't see a position where Missouri should ever expect the over prediction. Or expect Gamertag to switch.
I mean, I don't know if it was a think that, hey, I'm about to hit you with like a flamethrower or something, and it's easy free switch into Mega Milotic. I guess we're trying to be able to have it come in to do some damage. I mean, 88%. You got to think of Calm Mind, Chandelure, Fairy.
That does make sense. I can also see from Gamertag's side, you have your rocks up with Ferrothorn already. You've gotten the kill you need to on treads.
So that's actually...
I can sack this and make sure the Chandelier doesn't get a sub up.
So that was the exact thing that Gamertag said. He basically said, look, Ferrothorn did its job. I was just going to let it go down. Which is why he was just like... he was just like, hey, I was leaving it, but by doing that, you literally just lost for this Ferrothorn. You're down 2 mons already.
And with Chandelier being able to, I've seen sub-toxic Chandelier here for specifically Mega Milo situations. So it's also just a good play to not have to deal with any of that shenanigans.
Yeah.
So yeah, just definitely an over prediction that definitely didn't need to be made.
Yeah, that definitely was something that really did hit. And then the fact that it comes back and
Lives on
lives
two,
on
kills
two
the
HP
meow.
and kills the meow. And next thing you know, you're like, well, there you go. You know,
Yeah, fair
Mizuri.
enough. I see why it's there. I wonder if at that point you hit like a tilt point where it's like because you're so low and you've lost so many mons, you just go meow, knowing you don't like, not knowing you'd kill or not, and then losing it from there is
Yeah,
possible.
that was just the unfortunate that two HP live was just enough.
Right. Like on my end, I look at it and I see you have a spider gross,
Yeah.
right? That could have pretty safely 1v1 the Ferrothorn there, I think. If you are running like a Leech Seed Protect Earthquake set.
Yeah, because I think it was Stealth Rock, Leechy, Gyro Ball, Spikes, which I mean didn't
Right,
really
so you're
have
only
any. Yeah, it didn't have much to hit Metagross. So
right. So at worst you go like hit for hit with it.
yeah, I
And
mean,
then kill it off, come back later.
I guarantee you what it was it was the expecting Milotic to come out.
Right.
But
Just the sheer presence.
yeah, I guess I mean, you have to with how he's been using Mega Milotic. I mean, you just
Just
have to
the
kind of assume that.
right.
Yeah, and then
I mean, just
this.
a note for that. It's like it feels like people might be over centralizing that mon,
Yeah. And
which
I will
allows
say
for
it has been unfortunate having that balloon on the aggro. That was very good prep by Gamertag because he just wasn't able
yeah,
to touch him.
true. Another note for everybody. If you have a poison type, make sure you run corrode. It will kill Ferrothorn every single time.
That was that game once again. Mega Milotic. Even just it didn't do that much in that game, but even just its presence won that game.
Yeah, you can clearly see like the overplaying into the melodic, just making sure it can't get in, and the sets to go around that too.
Yeah. Alrighty, and then we have our Celesteela, your Celesteela, which we're gonna do Celesteela's side. Or actually, what side should we do? Which one
Uh,
looks better?
I think go with Alpha side because then we can actually see like the. I like the front sprites better. I don't know.
Okay, I'm down. Here we go. Here we go.
I will say, I'll lead off with I don't think Mega had a lot of heat this week, in general.
No, damn.
When I was looking at
The
when I was
disc for
looking through
everyone in
sets,
Mega.
this includes me. This includes myself. Yeah,
Bliss,
you
you
killed
just
him.
getting
Spiritomb.
freaking smacked. Spirit.
Yeah,
Spiritomb over here.
I think that's actually already. There's already something I see here that's pretty. Oh wait, well, I just need to double check. I'm pretty sure it's a Mega Spiritomb, right?
For this one, I think it's
Alpha.
standard. No, I think it's.
Let me check. Okay, yeah, it is standard. Oh, fair enough.
Yeah, that was just his darkness. I guess it's literally the darkness for his Hoopa Unbound. I mean, his
Right.
Hoopa Unbound is number one on the kill leaderboard.
Yeah, for a reason.
So let's go ahead. Here comes Celesteela preserving the 7% Iron Valiant, and we have
Buck to autotomize.
all time.
And we love us a good meteor beam.
Yeah, there it goes. Yep. There
And the
that
special
goes.
attacking booster is always nice too.
Yeah, I'm curious on what crazy investment it is to get that special attack.
It's not much.
Really?
It's honestly not much.
Hmm.
Just because of how steel is distributed across the board, its highest attack, its highest stat is actually just special attack.
Yeah.
So it actually does make that pretty easy.
Hyperspace Fury going through Protect.
Yeah, we love that. Also going through whatever Burning Bulwark. Manual Sunny Day. You don't see that every day.
That crit definitely did not matter. Oh, expanding force and psychic terrain.
Yeah, I see. I'm starting to see what Alpha's team's built to do here. It's very much built around that Hoopa. like having the psychic terrain for it too, and the darkness.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy.
Which the funny thing is that 7% Iron Valiant actually came in clutch at the end.
Absolutely, yeah.
I'll be curious
Clean
because
up the game
that
there.
hoop unbound had to be Scarf, so I'm curious if Iron Valiant was Scarf because all it did was. Oh, wait, yep, look at that.
Yeah, I'm scarfed.
It would help if I just hover over it.
I think the
Alright.
other question with that last one was just preserving the hoop. I meant preserving the Spiritomb, but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Alrighty, let's go into the first one for Delta Division. We have Matt versus Prince, which we actually have MVP and your favorite Mon slash
Yeah,
set.
Prince had a few sets I quite liked here
And let's go
that
ahead
I
and
quite
watch it and
enjoyed.
let's go into it.
Yeah, I'll point out the other one I saw as well that I was quite intrigued by. Like it was something super like
Classic Delta Gudra fucking living a 4 times energy ball.
yeah, I mean that was a good play though because you bait the energy ball and then bring in the blaze came with the spin F boost. That was very smart tech there. It's unfortunate that dies to Halucha, but like
Yeah, I mean, I'm curious if that was banded because
the Lucha.
there's no way. No, it was Psychic Seed. What am I talking about? I'm surprised he didn't go for it with Gale Wings. I'm surprised he didn't have a flying move to
With
smack
terrain up,
Kombucha
though
with.
you can't.
Oh, that's actually true. Because yeah, no, because that was
Actually, no,
the
you would
last
have been
turn,
able to
wasn't
because
it?
you're both flying. You're both in the air. So it's very possible that he was thinking about what's it called? He could have been thinking about potentially like, oh, both the mods are in psychic terrain, therefore
Yeah, both
they
of them.
must it must not work,
The weather
even
ball
though it does.
superior is never seen before.
Little range shenanigans. Here comes the Typh.
Yeah, we'll say it was good prep on. It was a good prep on Prince to bring that special defense Blaziken for the
Yeah.
psychic with the psychic terrain. Didn't really
And
result
crit
in
draw.
much, but
Yeah, it was a cool thing though. And then you crit draw as well. I don't know if the magnet the tech here, sorry, the magnet rise there did much either, but I guess it covers for
I guess
incoming
the earthquake
the
from
gross and from this thing
from
actually, yeah.
gouging fire.
And the Gallade. Pretty sure it does get access to something.
Then here comes Tapalele to clean up.
Oh. Yeah, once those
Tapalele doing
webs got down,
Tapalele
it got
doing.
really tricky.
Yeah. And it was kind of like just free psychics on that whole entire match was literally reason Matt's Lele was MVP was literally just was able to sit out there and click psychic.
Yeah, makes me wonder, does Prince's team have a dark type, and if they do, or if they do not, should they go pick one up?
Honestly,
Dark types, man, very important.
yeah. Alrighty, and then we have your teammate
Oh
GDP
Lord.
versus Serathim, which we have the all dog no bite, which we would definitely see with the we'll definitely see with the Weavile.
Oh Lord, indeed.
Let's not laugh too hard, but here we go.
Yeah, this game was certainly something to behold.
Huge scald burn, I will say. That fucking
Mhm.
read. I will just say, first things
I don't know if
first.
that's like thinking about it. I don't know if that's much of a read, to be fair. Like, I think Earth Power probably gets you the kill from that range, and so you're just
I
covering
mean,
the
I don't
entrance.
know.
Maybe.
Metagross resists it.
Dang. I wasn't in
Well,
call at this
not.
point at the GDP, so I don't know.
Yeah,
But
I don't know. I'd be
it's
curious,
good.
but
It was
being
a good
able
cover for
to,
the
yeah,
options.
going for the Earth Power there to smack the shit out of Toxapex.
It works out, right? And then Volt switching in
Volt
with the
switch.
sturdy.
Yeah.
That's
And
a greedy spike. It's a greedy spike.
here comes the stupid fish.
Yes, the fish. I don't think it's stupid. I think he's a lovely fish. And then good catch with the scald.
Hooper Unbound coming out. Hit him with a psychic. I'm curious why actually.
Mhm.
Pause.
Yeah.
Why are you clicking psychic here?
So I remember this Hoopa was mixed, and so may have been, it might have been expecting the Mola to come out to cover for physical.
Hey, I'm just sitting here. I'm pretty sure steel tanks, but I think you never go into Leiron here. But you have Mega Venusaur that resists, and Zarude
Right,
that is.
but none of them take hyperspace, right? That well, right? Like you don't really want Zoru to take hyperspace at this point in time.
Yeah, that's why I'm sitting. That's why I'm wondering why he didn't go for that. Instead, he goes for the psychic.
I guess he was expecting Mola. That's my take on that.
Possibly.
Just being able to hit it on its weaker side.
Why is Zarude so fucking big? Hold up, what the hell? That's a big ass monkey.
He do be big.
Like, look at his sprite compared to the max stuff.
I mean, comparing it to the custom sprite is a little different, but let's compare it to like the Mola or something.
Let's see. So here we go. We got a triple
Triple Axle coming
axle,
out.
one hit, substitute, wish. Here comes the swords dance.
The skull does not break the sub. It
Hit
gets
another,
nerve-wracking.
yep, hit another swords dance.
Skull burns. Substitute comes back up. Skull again. Only does damage. Paxel does nothing.
Yeah, you got a ×3 attack to.
So to be fair here, if you just rush to +4, you might be able to get through here.
Yeah, the fact that he didn't just set up to damn max max
+6, sorry.
attack.
Not to mention the EV number being even as well. I mean, you'll get 4 subs.
Wait a second. Oh jeez.
It's next.
We caught him, boys.
Oh
I'm
no.
saying we caught him, boys.
Oh no, you got me.
Yeah, no, it was definitely interesting. I mean, you sit there and you have a +3 Weavile
Four.
behind. Oh yeah, +4 Weavile behind damn sub.
Yeah.
And you end up still losing to the stupid fish. I'm curious if he just simply had a dark move. I'm pretty sure there was a good chance he just damn won from there.
It's plausible. I think because of K9, maybe not, because E-Speed probably takes it out.
Yeah, because I mean, I don't know. I guess
Depends
the
on the
low
subs.
kick was for
Leiron.
Arcanine?
Leiron's a rude Arcanine, probably.
Yeah, I mean, I would have just rather have a damn dark type, as he doesn't have. I mean, Zarude does that, but I mean, you have ice there. You have ice for the
Yeah.
Delta Dragonite, so it's kind of like.
It's definitely something.
Yeah, I don't know. He blames his boy Abyssal, by the way, just giving a quick shout out. I got you, Serathim. It's all Abyssal's fault, by the way.
There you go.
At least that is what I heard, so that's what we're sticking with. But yeah, that was another GDP is definitely putting together a season, getting because what is this?
Yeah.
He went 5-0 week 1. He played me, lost 0-4, 0-5, and then he's back to a 6-0, being able to bounce back there and put a 6-0 was pretty big.
Yeah, very solid. Was very happy with that performance. Considering he's my teammate.
Yeah, 6-0s are always nice. 6-0s are always nice. Almost makes up for the loss there week 2. But alrighty, let's go ahead. We don't have many transactions, but we did have one transaction. Let's go ahead and take a look at what we got going on.
We'll see it.
Alrighty, and our only transaction this week is our boy JJ. He went ahead and went. I guess he ended up not being too happy with his team, so he ended up changing a lot of the his lower point mons. Since you're the expert in all steering, go ahead. Let me know what you think.
I would not say I'm the expert, but
Totally.
I mean it's lower end, so it's definitely not as impactful as say changing your top mons on a team. I do actually kind of like the team after better. Anyways, I think those are reasonable trades. getting Executor to actually give a Sun mode
For one
is
point, by the
quite
way.
fun. 1 point Sun mode, why not, right? And I think he just made his team overall more offensive. Going the Lilligant Water, getting access to Tail Glow. Sub-select Tail Glow sets are very, very fun on that mon. Also, just another mon that can play okay within that Sun mode. He didn't particularly need the spin from Tenta, so replacing it with Defog with Rotom Fan works out well. I guess he replaced it with Hitmontop, actually. So I guess that covers fine. Delta Bishop's definitely kind of an underwhelming mon, especially for a fighting flying, which is a little too slow. So I think it's pretty good to get rid of that to again get that little get the Rotom in there. And I mean that's it's small transactions, but I do think that's overall a beneficial one for JJ here.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think basically for losing Bisharp, Tenta, and Electros, being able to basically just get the Delta Lilligant to just give you that offensive pressure, like just the pressure. If you don't prep for that mon, you're going to lose to that mon.
It's really just the setup pressure that he didn't have before that
exactly,
he now has.
It's one of those mons. Hitmontop is there for Intimidate, which that quite helps his team. Hitmontop, he keeps a spinner, so Hitmontop is kind of just literally just a Tentacruel, but with Intimidate.
It's an intimidating fighting Tentacruel.
Yeah, so and then getting a mon that can actually really benefit from Sun being Executor. I definitely think his team is definitely more well-rounded. He definitely has more of a Sun team versus just having Walking Weak on the team.
Right. There is still question marks here for me. I do think that Marowak is very out of place on this kind of a team.
Mm-hmm.
And there's first thing that comes to my mind is Mega Donphan would be a lot better for this kind of a team. Especially because it already doesn't really break flying types well. Yeah. Getting your Elephant Mon for only 3 more points does seem like it could be something to look at for this team, and I wish they did with their transactions.
Yeah, I would say one of my at least for one of my remarks would be the Delta Snorlax.
Mm-hmm.
A, being in a Sun team. B, you're a relatively slow in Sun, so it's kind of.
It is a thick fat grass.
It definitely is, but at the same time, you're still a grass type. I understand you do have fire is neutral, but I mean still you're in the Sun. And I don't know. I feel like having not necessarily maybe a grass type, but maybe something else for this 14 points. I just feel like there could have been something more beneficial to the team overall. But
I can definitely see that.
I guess that would be probably.
I also at the same time see the bulk it can provide.
Oh no, I mean 100%. But I think every week leading up to here has been. I mean, I don't even think it's gotten a. Has it gotten a kill this season yet? I'm honestly not sure because I watching the replays, I think I just constantly see the belly drum into death.
Well, then I think that's just also a misuse of a Snorlax.
Yeah, there's definitely. I definitely am interested in seeing how this team performs. I definitely like the other team a lot better. I feel like. I know it's just the bottom half of the Mons, but I feel like it's the Mons he traded versus just what he got. I feel like is just heavily beneficial for him.
I agree too. And actually, going back to Snorlax for a second, synthesis boosts may have been the reason why. Getting the 67% heals on synth.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe just making it bulkier. That's just my look at it.
Yeah, I mean,
but yeah, no, overall transactions are beneficial here.
Yeah, I mean, I do guess if you're going to have a Grass Mon in Sun mode, probably Delta Snorlax is probably the only one that's really going to benefit from it.
Yeah. But no, solid trades abroad.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Alrighty. Well, that's going to be it for this week, guys. Steering, I greatly appreciate you coming out to get definitely more of an insight than I have in a lot of this stuff.
Sure, no worries.
Yeah, so I think that's it, unless you got anything else you would like to give a quick shout-out for?
No, me. I mean, I wish everyone good luck, and, yeah, That's all I got.
Alrighty, thank you again, Steering. For those who waited this long towards the end, thank you for watching all the way. Please leave a subscribe, it would mean so much. And we greatly appreciate it. Thank you, guys.